The year was 1978. A new chapter in Indo-Pak relations seemed possible. Morarji Desai, India's prime minister, had made peace his mission. Across the border, Pakistan's military ruler, General Zia-ul-Haq, presented a facade of cordiality. But beneath the surface of diplomacy, a different game unfolded. A game of secrets, spies, and betrayal. One late night, a phone call connected the two leaders. Little did Desai know this call would have devastating consequences, shaking India's intelligence operations to their core. This was not a time of WhatsApp messages or encrypted satellite links. It was an era of unsecured lines and vulnerable communications. A time when a single conversation could make or break national security. And on this fateful night, what was said would echo through the corridors of history, leaving a legacy of controversy and debate. Morarji Desai, a staunch Gandhian, believed in the power of dialogue. He saw in Zia a partner for peace, a leader willing to bury the hatchet after years of hostility. Their interactions were surprisingly warm, defying the traditional frostiness of Indo-Pak relations. Desai, in his late 80s, exuded an air of paternal wisdom. Zia, the shrewd military man, played the role of the respectful younger counterpart, but beneath the pleasantries lay a stark reality. Zia, despite his outward charm, was ruthlessly ambitious. He harbored a deep-seated desire for Pakistan to match India's military might, even nuclear aspirations. Desai, on the other hand, seemed blinded by his idealism. He saw sincerity where there was only strategy, trust where there was cunning deception. The details of the fateful phone call remain shrouded in mystery. Did Desai, in a moment of misplaced trust, reveal India's knowledge of Pakistan's clandestine nuclear facility at Kahuta? Did he, as some allege, explicitly confirm the existence and location of this top-secret program? The answer, lost in the whispers of history, continues to fuel speculation and debate. What followed the call, however, is a matter of record. Zia, armed with this alleged intelligence, moved swiftly and decisively. Pakistan's intelligence agencies launched a brutal crackdown, rounding up suspected Indian assets. The network that India had painstakingly built over years, a network crucial for understanding Pakistan's military movements and intentions, crumbled overnight. Section 4, Fallout and Finger-Pointing. The repercussions of the phone call were immediate and devastating. India's intelligence community was left reeling, its capabilities severely compromised. R.N. Kao, the legendary spy master who had built India's external intelligence agency, R&AW, from the ground up, resigned in protest. The agency, once lauded for its successes, faced budget cuts and a crisis of confidence. The blame game began almost immediately. Fingers were pointed at Desai, accusing him of naivete, of being outmaneuvered by a more cunning adversary. His critics argued that his desire for peace had blinded him to the realities of the subcontinent's geopolitics. Others, however, defended him, suggesting that the story was exaggerated, a narrative spun by disgruntled intelligence officials opposed to his non-confrontational approach. Section 5. History's Long Shadow. The alleged phone call between Desai and Zia remains one of the most controversial episodes in Indo-Pak relations. It serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of trust, the high stakes of diplomacy, and the devastating consequences of espionage gone wrong. Whether a blunder or a deliberate act of betrayal, the incident left an indelible mark on India's intelligence apparatus. Did Desai, driven by his yearning for peace, make a colossal miscalculation? Or was he, as his supporters claim, the victim of a smear campaign, his legacy unfairly tarnished? The truth, much like the details of that fateful phone call, may forever remain elusive. What is undeniable, however, is the enduring impact of this episode on the shadowy world of intelligence gathering and the complex relationship between two nuclear-armed neighbors.